Kilo Golf 4 Kilo Tango Lima KG4KTL. Roger?
Roger, KTL, what's the name there, please?
The name here is Scott. Sierra Charlie Oscar Tango Tango.
Roger, Scott. Whereabouts are you located?
I'm located 80 miles east of Memphis in a little town called Henderson, Tennessee there, Roger.
Yes, sir. And what radio are you running?
Well, last time I spoke with you, I was running an ICOM 746 Pro. And now I'm using an ICOM 7600. So that's the rig.
Roger, Roger. Sounds pretty good. We might go and check out our setup procedure, see how close you are there. It starts with the compressor engaged at a 3. A token amount, you never hear it on the air, but it does exactly what we need it to do. So the setup starts with the compressor on and at a 3.
Okay, so I got to change my compressor setting to a 3.
Yes, sir.
Everything is menu-driven nowadays.
Oh, of course, and be glad things that you need are included in the menu. Sometimes even they're not.
Okay, now I'm set from a 6 to a 3. There we go, and I'm set on the wide setting.
That's 100 to 2900, Roger?
I believe so.
Roger, be bandpass? Bandpass, wide bandpass, 100 to 2900?
I believe that's the width. I don't think it goes 3K, so I think it's about 28, 29.
Yeah, you don't want 28. You want 100 to 2900. You want to keep the top end intact, and the only way you can really do that is by running 100 to 2900 normally, Roger. If you run in excess of 2900, you have people coming to look for you with pitchforks.
This is true. So there we go. I'm set on the 3 setting there. It was set at 6 before on the compression, Roger.
Yes, sir. A 3 is the same thing as a 6 without the suck-up between the words. And the suck-up between the words does you absolutely no good. So we suggest a 3. Roger, Roger?
Okay. Anything else you'd change, sir?
Oh, yes, sir. Next, let's go to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running mid-scale to 2/3.
Okay, let me get out of this. I'm trying to get out of this menu here. And the mic gain, let's see here. Let me get back to where I can see my ALC. There we go. All right, and let me go ahead and okay with this mic, because it doesn't have a cloud lifter on it. Okay, I'm backing down the mic gain here, and the ALC is doing about 2/3 there. That's about right.
Yes, so that's exactly where we want it there, mid-scale to 2/3. And it's sounding really good. Why don't you tell me about your antenna system? Let me listen to you.
Okay, well, the microphone, I need to mention that. I've changed that since the last one we spoke on. Last I spoke on with you, and I posted you a link to the VKV conversation we had a couple years ago. And it's on my QR set of all things. You can click on it. Anyway, so I was using a Heil Gold line back then. Now I'm using a Shure SM7 microphone. As to your point of the antenna system, it's an off-center fed dipole, about 70 some odd feet to the apex in the trees. Roger?
Roger that. Okay, so let's go to your EQ page and see what we have there.
All right, so as far as EQ goes, I have the W2IHY 8-band EQ and noise gate, and then also the EQ Plus as well.
Okay, so I don't recommend running internal and external EQ. So if you run the external, make sure that your internal EQ is flat. Is that a internal EQ? Is that a 3-band?
No, it's an 8-band.
Okay, your internal EQ is an 8-band, and you're not using that, right?
No.
Okay, so that's all flat, Roger?
Roger, flat response in that.
Alrighty. So what we want to do then on your external EQ is boost the top end treble EQ. What controls do you have there? We should have, is that an 8-band external EQ?
It is. I can change as far as high goes, 3200, 2400, 1600.
Okay, so what we want to do is make sure everything from, say, 500 cycles to 1.2K is flat. Everything from 500 cycles to 1.2K flat. Roger?
Okay, well, that pretty much is that right there. That's set flat on 0.
All right. Now, you have something around 2500, 2700 KC?
I have a 24 or a 3200.
Okay, 24 plus 3. 24, 2.4 plus 3.
Okay, 2.4 plus 3, check.
Okay, and what's the one above that?
And then I have 3200.
3200 plus 6.
Okay, 3200 plus 6, check.
All righty. Now, tell me something you like about your radio. Let me listen to you.
All right, well, what I like about it is it has actually... it has a waterfall display where I'm able to actually see what's going on, which is kind of cool. That's something the 746 Pro didn't have. Although the 746 Pro did have 32-bit floating DSP, and I think that's still what they incorporate in the rigs nowadays, unless I'm mistaken. So there we go on the audio check.
Yes, sir. Now, what's your bottom end? Is it 64 cycles? What is that?
I have... see, I got my 50 set to about... 4 plus 4, and then 100 I'm at 0, and I pretty much those are the two, those 50, 100, 200, 400. You see?
Yes, sir. Okay, on the 100, give that a 3-click boost from where it is. We'll see what that sounds like. 100 cycles plus 3 from where it is.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, and there we are. That's plus 3 right there. I don't know if that made a difference.
All right, now we want to go back to our ALC and be sure that we're still mid-scale to 2/3 as you speak fairly rapidly. With mic gain in hand, double-check your ALC from mid-scale to 2/3.
All right, taking a look at the screen here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. 2/3 is probably where I'm at.
Roger. Okay, let's go back to EQ. And what was that top one, 3.2, 3.6?
3.2 is what that is on the top.
Okay, just if you do have 2 more clicks boost on that frequency.
Okay, so we're going to go from 6 to... Okay. How many clicks?
Plus 2 from where we are.
All right, there we are at about a plus 10 there, Roger, about a plus 10.
Excellent. I would get the Gorilla Tape out and taper it down. And what you might want to do over the next few days is keep your AOC meter out and look at it for something to do as you're talking around. And you want to keep that mid-scale to 2/3 and control it with your voice. Roger?
All right. Well, I always come here for the answers, and you always set me straight. So I appreciate it, and I imagine this will be on the YouTube. I'll be able to go ahead and then... click and put it back into the QRZ, so it'll be a AIRCHECK 1 and AIRCHECK 2 for me there, right?
Yes, sir. If you go to YouTube, do a call it a search, KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, it will take you to this recording. It will be a cut number 1 of 2,000 Qso-Vlog recordings. Even though YouTube may not say it, you push full all, what it is there. The bottom thing is you select from the list and it brings them all up. This should be a cut number 1, Roger, and we'll have it up by noon tomorrow.
All right, well, that's great, man. Hey, it's good to hear you, and it's good to know that you're still doing what you're doing and doing it well, and appreciate it, and thank you for everything you do to make everybody sound as good as they possibly can, and that's what ham radio is all about, is helping each other out. So I'll say 73 from Tennessee, and let you get back to your schedule there. This was KG4KTL.
Roger, Roger, Scott. Scott, 73, sir. Have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. If you get a chance, join us next Friday. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.